Collection of demons at your doorstep. Okay, we already getting started, by the way. I don't play around about this type of shit because I feel like this is very important. Like they even said like y'all's was the first one I wanted to do when they popped out with the Capricorn, so that gave me the confirmation I needed. Addictions, okay, addictions, particularly sex addictions, and that's what a lot of people are focusing on right now. For some goddamn reason, you always equate to this type of lifestyle or this particular type of person. Now, why you ask? And now I kind of feel like this has something more to do with your background. Because I heard something about extensive research, and also heard something about more like you have a particular personality type that just attracts crazies, like mentally insane, whatever you want to call them. Some of y'all call them a little Riri. So I mean, like that's not necessarily your fault. It's just the type of person that you are, and I find that the deep set attraction is usually 99% always going to be people who want you to sort their life out for them. It's like very depressed, very depressed type of people. And I could even see like they hate love. In particular, the people that come towards you for love are people that hate love. Does that make any sense to you? The demons that hate love. That's what I keep hearing in my head. The demons that make head. Maybe they be sucking, giving you good head, but there's nothing better than that. Like, as far as what else they can do, like emotionally, they can't do shit. That's temperance in reverse. Emotionally, they just can't do shit. They're imbalanced. They're unstable. It doesn't matter how intimate y'all are. That's just what they are. It's like almost sleeping with patience, is what I heard. So maybe someone's doing some dirty shit underneath, sleeping with their therapist or their clients or whatever clientele. Don't be doing all that unless that's your job, right? Unless you selling hoo ha, you selling pussy or selling dick. Then Jesus Christ, y'all, we already off to a good start, huh? Yeah, they say it's a little fun, right? It's just a little fun to talk about before we get to the actual genuine bits, okay? Yeah, we got Capricorn right here, okay? Present. I heard present. I heard present in class type shit. Like you in class right now or something. Um, I see something to do with like God is asking you to be merciful. Yep. God is asking you to be merciful towards a certain situation. Like I said, God is asking you to be merciful towards a Libra or towards someone of the past. Like, I feel like this is very much a mother detail. Okay, they're saying, please be merciful. Now, why do you said miss me with that bullshit? So, I think so. Whether it's God or them or an angel or something like that, asking you to be merciful on a person of the past. Like I said, I feel like you're dealing with a Libra here, and the Libra might be the one telling you to be merciful because they happen to give out the type of karma that you're looking to give out, perhaps on a certain person that you've been dealing with more recently. That has been popping up in your energy and your life, trying to almost distract you from exactly what you need to be doing right now, which is like you guys have work to do. Like you have work to do working on yourself. You have work to do when it comes to putting food on the table. You can't afford to emotionally withstand the bullshit anymore, and that's kind of where I feel like you're at. You just can't take the emotional abuse anymore. That's something that I feel like is really fucking with all of us. It's like, okay, so you guys might be dealing with this whole situation where you have to like bust your ass to take care of your kid, right? And what ends up happening is like you always have to do the communication on the in between with the kid's father, something of that nature. Or it's like you, for some reason, you're always like the translator, or like, you know, when people play telephone and when you speak into someone's ear and then it gets misread and misread again, misread again, misread again. That's what I feel like happens almost always through someone. It's like someone's head makes them change what's at genuinely being said. And so what's genuinely being said always gets miscommunicated and shat out the other end. And then it sounds like for some reason you're always the bad guy. There's a situation here where I feel like it's always something like, okay, negative, or like you're always talking shit about. My hair just stood up. You're always talking shit about somebody. It's like, okay, no, this isn't how it is, and this isn't how it goes. It's just this person always play. Someone has like a heavy hand. Okay, they have a very heavy hand when it comes to like positioning right now in people's lives. I feel like they take a lot of advantage over the position of power that they're in. That's why I feel like it's like one of those people who are like maybe a little bit more financially well off, might be your boss. Could also be, I don't know, I'm getting allergies right now. My eyes are so itchy and my everything's fucked up right now. But what I can see right here is there's somebody that can't, I think they can't fathom you having freedom. Like, that's the only thing that I could say is they can't fathom see. It's not that they can't fathom seeing you move on. Like, that's already been done. I feel like that's already been an issue. Oh, Stubby, hi baby. Maybe that's what was Stubby up here. Hi baby, you're so cute. Oh, she kept me busy. Why you want to get up here now? This is bad time here. Yo, we got you. We got you. But it kind of looks like there's a pattern here. Okay, so this is something that's been happening. It's not. It's like long term, and this is why I feel like you forgiven, you forgave. How many times are you going to forgive and forgive and forgive before this person actually just steps up and becomes a grown ass woman or a grown ass man? Like, for real though, are you literally? She put her ass on the mic. Are you really supposed to just wait on this person to be like what you need them to be, or are you going to move on with your life and kind of succeed in your own way? And that's where I feel like you're at right now, Capricorn. It's like, okay, so if you're all going to sit there and fuck with me, do I put up with it? Should I put up with it? I mean, the answer is no. If you really want to need to get technical with you, Capricorn, like, we already know the answer to this. We got to stop playing dumb. That's what I feel like we need to do. Stop playing dumb. It's like, okay, so maybe you're hurting somebody, or maybe you're like separating yourself from somebody who just doesn't appreciate you when you appreciate them. It's like you could love them, you could appreciate them, but they never return that to you. There's never a fulfillment. There's never a compassion. It just feels like there's some kind, like I said, weird sexual satisfaction with like power over you, or like dictation, some sort of like dictatorship, narcissism, heavy on that, like heavy-handed people, because they never think about how you feel. I feel like it's always about what they feel and never about what you feel. I honestly could see you here like trying to figure out how to communicate that you're just not happy, and it's like, you shouldn't even be thinking this hard. You should just say fuck you. You see that? You should just say fuck you and I don't fucking like you. Like, get the fuck away from me type shit. That's what she be looking for, the head kiss. I could see here there's something to do with also someone putting someone, maybe your best friend is putting your man over you. Your best friend might be putting a man over you, or someone might be putting a man over you. It's like a constant battle between you and this man. Or maybe he's putting his baby mama over you, or I don't know what the situation is, but just know that this is like a consistent abuse, and that unless you break the shit now, then there's like no helping you. Like, the curse or whatever this thing is, because I could see like almost demons, I want to say. And what I view demons as, right? I don't view demons as a separate entity from human beings. I believe we all have demons, right? And what I could see in the situation is that there's demons that live within this person, particularly within their head or within like their soul. I don't know, like I just see like a blank space where they have like evil little gremlins and shit running around. Like, this person gets off on hurting people, like genuinely hurting people. It's like because they didn't get what they needed back in the day, they want it now, and they want it from you. So because they didn't get the affection and the attention and all that kind of shit, they're calling out for attention by using darker means. I'm not gonna say magic because I feel like that's just fucking retarded. It doesn't. So if you're powerful in spirituality, right? It takes a lot to bug you, particularly in the magical era. Okay, like if you are, if you're thinking that maybe this person's put spell work on me, da da da. No, you just love them, right? And when you love somebody, it's easier for them to manipulate your energy. Or when you loved somebody, let me put a D on the end of that because I feel like this has turned into a little bit of a hatred, which is easy for us, right? Because we blow up so easily. It's like this, right? It's passive aggression. So the the overall what I'm sensing too is that there's bad karma associated with this situation. So unless you yourself pack your own bags or block them or whatever, then there's nothing else to say from for you here. Like there's nothing else for me to say to you. There's no other solution. Like it just doesn't deduce down to this person leaving behind what they know to be true, which might be demonic or might be evil. There's nothing else I could tell you about this situation here, okay? So we're gonna look into something else real quick. Um, See, that's weird because I feel like okay, the victim mentality shit is something I posted today, right in the community section. When someone plays martyr or victim all the fucking time, it's like you never, you're always the bad guy, right? Isn't it strange? Capricorn's always the bad guy, right? You're always the bad guy. Everyone always, gets over on you. You're always the bad guy. You're always the one calling people out and doing this and doing that. And so everybody views you as like this very strong, cold-hearted piece of shit, right? Cold-hearted snake type shit. You're a viper type shit. You got a viper mouth and you're this way, you're that way. Like, is it really a fucking crime to care about people more than they care about themselves? And that's when I'll say, yes, it is. So let's stop. Let's stop now while we're still ahead. Get your ass out my cup. This girl over here, see? Come on. Go somewhere with it. Don't you put your breath or your ass in my face because both smell the same. Let's see. Living in okay. So there's a little bit of a piece of me that wants to say there is like ancient energy around. I don't know, like I'm kind of picking up on like shadow people, ancient energy. I'm picking up on vampires, picking up on things that creep in the shadows, things that lurk in the shadows. Now these things don't necessarily have to be evil on your end, but what I am seeing is a definite like activity. I don't know what it is, like I said, but I see activity. Now, some of y'all, I just heard someone say, get out the crucifix and the holy water and shit. Y'all motherfuckers ain't no priest, so I don't know what the fuck you doing with all that. But I'm saying, like, protect yourself if you feel like that's evil to you. Remember, because it's all within the perception, all within the mind's perception. If you can't fathom something like that, if you believe that's something evil because you watch too many motherfucking Dracula movies, then that's your thing, right? That's your thing. And I may just made you look stupid because I just find that people who fear, right? People who fear these types of things just don't understand them, and that's why they're scared of them. They don't understand that process, right? That's not something they can look at and understand. So what I'm saying right here is there is shadow people, there's aliens, there's vampires, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I don't know what to call them because we don't have English language like set up in a way where I could just call them what they are. So that's just, it's not spoken in this tongue is what I heard. Yeah, it's not spoken in this tongue at all. There's like leaders from like fucking planet Zigzam and shit. I don't fucking know, y'all. I'm just like reading what's here. There's like leaders from planet 4 planets away or something like that. I don't know what's the 4th planet away, bitch. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I don't care. Maybe 14 planets away, more like. There might be 14 planets in our solar system we don't even know about. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like this is something to do with the conscious more than anything. I don't think there's aliens physically here on this planet. I feel like you're channeling them or they're communicating with you because they feel comfortable with you. It's not because you're an alien, by the way. You are from this planet. From what I can see here, there's everything. Like, if you're an Earth sign, right, and that's what I'll explain. If you're an Earth sign, you are from this planet. If you're an Earth sign, you are from Mother Earth. Like, there's no other way around it. Okay. I can see if you're an air sign, you might be from some motherfucking weird ass planet where they got like antennas and shit, but you're still, you're an Earth sign, babe. You're from the Earth, so you're not special. You're not an Earth angel. You're from the Earth. You got me. You were born of her crust, type shit. You crusty as shit. Um, I feel like you're young too. Like, I just keep picking up on young people and you not understanding your DNA. Ascension is really hard for you because you don't do any research, and so when you don't do any research and you kind of just believe what's right in front of you, believe what's online, whatever, or believe what everyone else is telling you, it's like hard for you to conceptualize what the fuck is actually going on with your body and with your mind and with your soul and your spirit. These are things that all need to align at once for you to actually genuinely be good at psychic shit or intuition. So if you find that you're lacking in certain areas, you're lacking because you are lazy. Like, understand, like, it takes a lot more than just you sitting there with your fucking deck up your pussy in order to read cards. You got what I mean? Like, it takes more than that. I'm sorry, but it just does. I can't stand people who try to read cards and like be like, oh yeah, you know, this is what you're dealing with and da, 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 da. Like, bitch, you don't get into the nitty gritty like people need. Like, people need healing. They don't need you saying what they already know. Like, realize that about yourself. Go do some fucking research and go do some learning all by yourself, bitch. Like, not everyone should need to hold your hand through this process. I hate that goddamn shit, man. And it's my pet peeve because when you're sitting here in front of a crowd of people, whether it's two people, three people, one person, they're asking you for your help. They're not asking you to sit there and I mean, maybe they are, read the scriptures of their lifetime shit. Maybe they are. Maybe they want to relive trauma. But lo and behold, most people don't want to. So most people, talking about the non-narcissistic individuals, don't want to go relive their trauma 24/7. Okay, like, that's just not what. Yeah, see, they say yeah, right? They say yes, because oh my god, I don't even know how to explain it. Some people just retarded. They just emotionally retarded. I can't stand it. It's something to do with like spirits ganging up on you. There's a lot of like SWAT team. I keep like hearing this. I keep hearing the SWAT team, like FBI open up type shit. Spirits are like squatting you or something like that. Like, they're crashing in your energy, dreams, that sort of thing. This is for my more spiritual people, by the way, the ones that are actually genuinely in touch with themselves. Like, not the ones that, you know, think by serial dating and sucking dick and whatever, like going out there and partying is a lifestyle. Like, that type of shit ain't life. It's the fast lane, bitch. It's the fast lane. That's why your life ain't shit, and that's why you don't have money, bitch. Because you living in the fast lane. There ain't no Capricorn living in the fast. You ain't a real Capricorn if you live the fast lane. I'm just letting you know that. You ain't no real Cap. Okay, we're impulsive as shit. I mean, we might have a sex addiction, right? We may have a sex addiction. That's rough. We may have a sex addiction. But what we don't do is waste away. Okay, we don't crumble away like that. Like you. You know who I'm talking to. Motherfuckers crumbling away. They're talking about fairies right now because fairies are not invested in people who are gross and dirty. You wonder why you can't like intuitively do shit, right? You're like, why won't my shit improve? Like, why won't my life? What is going on? Because you're dirty. Fairies don't like dirty people. Like, this is something that I know because fairies have this very like particular, they're very like sneaky. They're not small, by the way. Fairies are not small. They're sneaky, right? And when they catch on to bad smells, like, this is how you ward fairies away, by the way. You use garlic. Like, you use smelly shit. Real smelly. They don't like smelly people, right? And so when you're asking all these spirits and entities, please give me this and please give me that, you need to take a shower. Take a fucking shower. You understand me? Take a fucking shower. If you're trying to manifest, take a shower or take a bath. bathing like goat's milk and shit like that. You know, powdered goat's milk. Throw it into the water along with some honey because you need to do something with your smell because they don't like what you smell like. I don't know if you be using too much Irish Spring, too much this, too much that, Axe body spray, but you need to stop. You smell gross. You smell like shit. Um, let's see. There's something to do from the bottom to the top. That's what I keep hearing. There's something about finances here where they're talking about being able to manufacture your own design, your own everything, your own experience, your own prism. I keep hearing something about putting shit in boxes, like present boxes. I can see here like you might be trying to make soap and make this and make that. These are things that you need to make with the right intention. So if you're sitting there and beating on yourself every time you try to make a bar of soap, bitch, it's not going to be right. What you send out is going to smell like shit. What you send out is not going to be good for other people because it's not even good for you. It's like you're sitting there being like, oh, I can't even make a goddamn bar of soap. I'm a piece of shit. I'm this way. I'm a wreck. Bitch, if you're a wreck, why the fuck are you making shit for people? If you're a wreck, if you're so bad at what you do, why the fuck are you doing shit for people? Ain't nobody want to. When you don't have any confidence in yourself, you lack the self-confidence, you lack the follow-through, and you're like, all this is hearsay. Like, all I keep hearing is you saying shit, blobbing out your motherfucking mouth, but it ain't doing nothing for you, is it? So let's change something, okay? Black sheep, have you any wool? Bye bye, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes sir, yes sir. 10 days old or whatever the fuck. Maybe something about old food, cleaning up, being able to clean up your room, cleaning up your space that you primarily stay in is so important. I learned this because the energy just gets so muddled. I start like, it's like an echo chamber. You start like echoing off the walls and shit if you do not clean your room and leave your window open once in a while. Like, we know bugs get in, whatever. Like, if you're uncomfortable with nature, then you shouldn't live on this planet. There we go. Yeah, move. That's what I'm saying. Move, like, or there's a lot of energy here revolving around like being friends with certain people with certain gifts. They're talking about within the next 48 hours, someone's gonna hit you up about like an intuitive message, psychic intuition type shit. They might be like, oh my god, I had a dream about you. Oh my god, I had a dream about you. This is a rodent. This person that's saying that, oh, I had a dream about you, they're a rodent. Like, they can't keep their nose where it belongs. Clayton Bixby, Clifford the Big Red Dog, can't keep her nose where it belongs. As in, the reason why they have dreams about you, good or bad, it doesn't matter if it's sexual or not, right? Is because they won't keep their big fat fucking nose out your snitch and snatch. They can't keep their nose out your ass. If they could keep their nose where it fucking belongs, they wouldn't be having all these crazy dreams about you. It's not because you're soulmates, and it's not because you're connected. It's because this bitch needs to back the fuck up, go back into the closet, crawl back into the closet like the creature they are, because this is invasive. I don't like invasive people. I like my privacy. And so when people try to run in on my privacy, try to breathe down my neck, and try to tell me about my life through their dreams, bitch, that's through your eyes and through your intuition. If you think I trust your intuition, you're out of your fucking mind. You're out of your fucking mind, bitch. Out of your fucking mind. Literally batshit crazy, right? Someone just wants a baby with you. Like, that's all I keep seeing is somebody so hot and heavy for your what you got going between your legs that they just want a baby with you. Like, that's as simple as it gets, right? Like, they just can't imagine you fucking anybody else but them. Well, now we're back on the sex. You realize that? Like, that's some toxic shit. Some of y'all really do need to go to therapy for your sexual habits. I went. It helped me, genuinely, it helped me a lot. But a lot of it was my drug problem. But some of y'all really do need to go somewhere for your sexual habits, because that shit it will tear you up. It will tear you up in every way possible. Spiritually, mentally, physically. You'll feel like shit by the end of it because you'll feel like your body, just your self-image, it don't fucking matter, right? And maybe people have been making you feel that way by over-sexualizing you or pinning you in the corner in some type of way. This constant like revolving around sexual shit just makes me a little bit uncomfortable. Oh, yeah, they say insecurity might eat you up because consistently or 24/7 having sex with people who might cheat or have sex with many people is rubbing off on you. So you need to like pick your poison essentially is what I'm seeing here. Like just because you're comfortable with having sex with somebody doesn't necessarily mean you should have sex with them. That's the thing. Like you could have sex with that, and you could have sex with a bum on the street and be comfortable with it. But it doesn't mean you should be having sex with them. And that's basically what you're doing now, right? You having sex with a bum on the street. So, well, really, what are you playing there? You're like, oh well, he actually has a home and a house. You think that's his house, babe? You think that's her house? That's her parents. That's daddy's house. That's mommy's house. That's their baby mama and baby daddy house. That's not their house. So I don't know who told you that, who put it in your head that they own their own property. It's not a fact, right? Because you sleeping with bums has never gotten you anything, right? It's never gotten you anywhere, anything, right? Maybe a kid, but like, who's taking care of the kid? Because we know who it isn't, and we know who it is. Genuinely. Next. Yeah, we gotta take off that mask that says we gotta wear the cape and we gotta be this way, we gotta be that way for people. You gotta take off the petty mask, Capricorn, because when you're petty, it to me like personally when I view petty people, right? And I'm not the best person to go to for this because I'm just so brutally honest sometimes that it hurts people's feelings. But you have a petty mask on, and I can see it because I can see the corner of it peeling off your face, right? I don't know if some of y'all are peeling or having problems with your skin, but the reason why you're having problems with your skin is because you're a petty bitch. And let me explain to you how, right? You're trying to get payback or revenge on people, right? You're trying to play people a certain way by not even telling them that you're playing them. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna sleep with this person. I'm gonna tell the person that I'm trying to get revenge on about this ex or about the person I'm screwing around with or this way, that way. I'm gonna pretend they're my best friend and do this and do that. Like all this shit that you're doing is so extra, and it's literally causing you face peeling. Like your face is starting to peel off because I think your angels are just so done with this like presentation, with this acting, right? Y'all ever see like the neurotic mask where it's like one is smiling and the other one is sad? It's like the theater mask. That's what y'all are doing right now, and that's quite disturbing. I don't understand that because I find that you baiting this person actually just makes them more excited. Like it doesn't make them want you back, right? It doesn't make them want to be. It actually just makes them realize how much more toxic you were, that you didn't show it the relationship, but you're showing it now, and now they're kind of seeing it like, oh yeah, you're a toxic cunt. Like I knew it, right? So what? Maybe you didn't cheat on them. Maybe you didn't do all these things that they said that you did, but they're like, oh, I knew this was a toxic cunt. I knew this bitch was toxic as shit. And they're like, I called this shit, talking to their friends and shit. Be like, oh my God, Capricorn's toxic as fuck. Like, they're basically like just giddy about it. They're happy. But maybe you feel someone talking about you or whatever. They're so excited. Like, they're so happy that you decided to like try to make their life a living hell, even though it's having the opposite effect, if that makes sense. Because this person is a sadist, right? They're a sadist. So they like when the masochist or the person who they inflicted the pain upon tries to inflict pain upon them, they don't even view it as like, they're just like, bitch, you're already done. Like, you've already been toast. Bitch, you're charred as fuck, right? You're charred as fuck. You, like, we can't even put butter on you anymore and eat you. Like, it wouldn't make you any better. You're already charred up. You're used up. So they already used you as much as they wanted to use you, and now you're like, oh my God, I gotta flex in their face and do that. Baby, you're doing way too much. Ooh, shit, man. Like, that's just getting a little pathetic. Like, it brings tears to my eyes almost because I know you ain't a Capricorn. Yeah, see, I got you. I hate people. Oh my God, man, just watch your own readings, bro. Shit is fucking retarded. Maybe you just learn from a fucking pattern that was like that, where it's like, okay, so I'm doing all this petty shit to gain some attention. Where's my self worth at? Maybe you checked yourself and said, where's my self worth? Well, it was nowhere, and I think it's still going nowhere fast because there's a lot of like energy that's still falsified. That's like almost fossil. I heard fossilized energy, where it's like so deep within you that you can't break whatever needs to be broken. You need a hammer and a pick in order to break this shit, and like you only have a screwdriver, right? So you can maybe do a little chipping, but chipping ain't shit. Shit just grows back. Okay, we get a lot of specific messages right now. There's a lot of things to do with like sex appeal and having to dress up to garner the attention of certain individuals. Like I just can't. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Oh my God. Because these traits ain't of somebody who's healed, man. That's not of someone who's healed. That's someone who's still playing games. That's some baby. If you dress up like a fucking anime character everywhere you go, that's still someone who plays games. Like, I mean all the offense, bitch. You look weird. You look like a clown. Like the clown makeup, the big motherfucking lashes that look like you about to, blow somebody away and shit. That shit need to come off. Like some of y'all. Oh my God. Whew. Shit, man. That shit is heavy. I heard, am I joke to you? Yes, you are a joke. And I'm not joking though about the motherfucking eyelashes. Like I said, you think that's attracting the correct type of man? Bitch, you crazy. Bitch, you crazy. Them shits look cheap as fuck. Look like you bought them shits off of Amazon and shit. Um, Halloween store, Amazon type. Let's see. Hierophant, and Hierophant gets paired for some reason with being like, it can be a negative card, right? But what I'm picking up on Hierophant is something about the blackness of your soul, or something like that. The blackness of your soul might be talking about like particularly your background, but I don't think it's talking about race. I'm gonna just say that. But they're saying something about the blackness in your soul, the darkness in your soul. Like maybe you got some yin and yang shit going on in your soul. Like you were very androgynous, which Capricorns usually are a very androgynous character. I would say like half and half, 50-50. We got a little white in there, a little black in there. Maybe you mixed. But I'm saying there's some blackness in your soul is what they're saying. And that's always interpreted for some reason by other psychics or intuitives as negative energy. That's something I don't understand. Because blackness to me represents maybe depression or somebody who just has like, they got episodes, right? They got things going on in here that might not be straight, just some straight white male or some correct, like you just have some things, right? You have baggage, and that shit obviously gets carried throughout your soul cycles and shit. So that blackness or that darkness is not necessarily a darkness because you're pulling strings and fucking around. It's a darkness because there's a different side to you as a response to PTSD, trauma, that sort of thing, or whatever. Like, you could have just a personality disorder, which I think that's what it's talking about here. Because what I see here is two halves makes a whole right here, right? Two halves makes a whole. So it's two sides to you, right? Two sides of the coin. One of you might be very motherfucking evil or ready to battle, ready to fight, right? Take no shit. There's not a journey that you haven't gone through on that side to things, and the other side is just so innocent, so naive, and so whatever. Like Mother of Cups, it's nurturing, right? So nurturing. You got two sides to yourself, two sides to one coin. That shit just flew. I mean, okay. I don't know where that went, but that card just totally flew. I mean, literally flew under the bed. If y'all don't want me to read that, that's okay. We don't need to read that one. Take a chill pill under there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone grabbed that shit because they must snatch that shit real quick. Chill. Maybe it's Stubby. She be Son of Pentacles. Son of Pentacles. So, there's so many things that I could say you want to do, But wanting is different from needing. And when you don't put these things into priority, they just never will be what you want them to be. Like, I want to help you, right? I mean, there's something in me that's saying help these people, because they have, they're blind to their own games. It's like they play games with themselves, don't even realize they play games with themselves. But if you're not going to prioritize your life, you understand me, you're going to prioritize romance over your life, you're going to prioritize everything but what needs to happen in your life. Like, you're going to try to balance 100 things at once. I can't do that for you. Like, nobody can do that, right? You're only human, and you got to keep this in mind as you're trying to fuck with so much at the same time. Okay, I think that's what I'm trying to say. Because I can keep going down the list of things that need to be cleared up in your life, and that need a second look, and I can keep going down that list. But if I'm just being honest with you, it's like, this is a waste of time. Okay? The people that you're dealing with right now are a waste of time. The energy that you're giving me right now is a waste of time. I feel like you have so much more to you than meets the eye, but you're giving me surface level jack bullshit that doesn't have anything to do with what really needs to happen. I mean, you're so, like, see, this is the thing. Like, if you're astute enough to hide things from me, astute enough to hide your energy, then you're astute enough to also release certain energy, right? You're astute, and astute means intelligent. If you don't know the word, look it up. Webster's Dictionary. This is where I learned all the words in my vocabulary, is the dictionary, and also having teachers as my parents, my grandparents. But you need to really, and I mean really, consider the group and the people and the cause and the effect of the there's not a whole lot of intelligence here going on. There's not, like, I feel like two rocks and a rubber band is kind of what we're working on right now as far as friends go. Okay, two rocks and a rubber band. And on the other side of things, the romantic side of things, the lover side of things, that whole situation, it's like you're working on basically demons. Like I said, demons with no brains. It's like, how is this going to reflect on you? How do you think this makes you feel and look to yourself? I mean, just viewing yourself in the mirror, don't you feel a little bit disgusted? And it's not to be negative or anything like that, because I feel like there's a certain amount of self-respect you just have to have in order to say, I don't want to take this anymore. I don't want to deal with these people anymore. I don't want to have to shoulder this burden anymore. There's a certain amount of respect you have to have for yourself. So have it. You understand me? Like, these are things that we as Capricorns are very lucky to be very strong personality individuals. You got me? We're very lucky. So use that strong personality to not fall victim to and be compartmentalized and mentally abused by other individuals who literally have no brain when we have the brains of the operation. It's like, okay, it's like Velma versus Daphne, right? Looking at the mystery scene, it's Velma versus Daphne. Daphne's a dumb whore, right? She got her lipstick. The only thing she knows how to, and do a little, slob on their knob. Okay, so let's take let's take Daphne out of the situation, right? Let's take fucking Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Crew out of the situation, and let's just be Velma, right? Internalize Velma. Be the intelligent one, the nerdy one, the one who's the weird kid, right? I just got done saying this to a beautiful individual. She's an Aries, and I told her, I was like, you're the weird kid. But I don't want that weird kid energy to get you down. Because the weird kid is actually the cool kid, the niche kid, the kid who's actually into shit that matters, right? I mean, it could also be, there's a couple of other things it could be, but we're talking about you personally. You're a weird kid. You're just a weird motherfucker. You're a weird motherfucking cowboy. You're not like the rest. And so I don't want you pretending and putting on this false mask, this false face that you have to be like somebody in order to get along with the rest of the population, because you know that's not the truth. You know everyone wants to be you. Hence why just you existing alone and you walking down the street alone, you get so much attention and garner so much affection from people, and so many eyes. It's like you don't need to be anything for anyone. You don't need to act like anything for anyone. You could just be you and gain the same amount. In fact, you can gain people who actually like fuck with you. Yeah. So I mean, start giving people the cold shoulder. It's like don't even feed into the harassment. Please. Just ignore it. Like you have the ooh, what I smell right now? It smell like what does it smell like? Burnt wood. Marshmallows? Something like s'mores? I think it kind of smell like burnt chocolate and marshmallow. And I do have a candle lit back there, but it does not smell like that. I believe the scent on that one, I believe, is sandalwood. But it smells like burnt marshmallows. It's like sugar. Burnt marshmallows or chocolate. So I don't know. Maybe y'all eating some. You got a sweet tooth on you. Love, don't worry about the sweet tooth. Just keep eating. Okay. They said, you know, you look fine regardless. So you can be fatter than a pig and still look fine. And you remember, we all can lose the weight. That's the pleasure of things. Like, okay, so gaining weight is actually harder than losing it. So there we go. Anything else that I could tell y'all? Just the creepy shit, like the creepy people. Like, you don't need to worry about the creeps, you know, who you think are doing witchcraft and voodoo and all that. Don't worry about that. You're too strong for that shit. You're too strong-minded, babe. Your willpower is the strongest of the whole entire zodiac. So we don't really need to be worrying about Mr. fucking Mufasa with the you know, fingernails and the hair and shit. Like, we don't need to worry about that. Okay? Let's just worry about ourselves for once. Like, let's stop hyper focusing and start put it all here, right? Anything else y'all angels want to tell these fine ass people? Jesus. The fucking rodents in the back, I can hear them squeaking and shit. The ratatouille types, where they just sit in the back trying to puppeteer and control. Be like, hey, spin it to my side, because even though I'm not a Capricorn, spin it to my side. Okay, rodent. Shut the fuck up, ratatouille. Bitch, your nose look like ratatouille. You literally look like a fucking dog, bitch. Clifford the Big Rat. Jesus Christ. Like, damn. Like, maybe that's why I keep smelling everything right recently. It's like, bitch, yeah, you are like, I guess the clairsentient, or I don't know. Yeah, you do smell shit because your nose is so too fucking big. Bitch needed some shrinkage. Jesus, how the fuck did you fit out your mom puss? Cause that's just huge. Shit, be smelling everything. Bitch, you smell your own lies, bitch. Smell your own mouth. No, cause you know, like, her lip going over like this and shit. Maybe this is some of the people that I'm telling that y'all is dealing with. It's like big nose, motherfucking. Do not trust someone with a big nose. Like, if you someone with a big nose, you can leave. But I'm saying, don't trust people with big noses. I don't trust people with big noses. There's something about big noses that equate to nosy to me. It has nothing to do with, like, they just, because of how insecure they are about how ugly their face is. The nose to me just puts me off. Like, it's just an instant, like, maybe this person is trying to, like, get in and, like, because they use their nose for everything, right? They're like Toucan Sam and shit, coming in and trying to, like, click on shit, and, like, woodpecker looking bitch. Woody Woodpecker, that's what I heard. Woody Woodpecker. Like, I don't trust bitches with big noses. I'm sorry, but I don't. I don't trust niggas with big noses. I don't trust bitches with a big nose. Now, if you got a flat nose, it's a different story. But if your nose out like this, where you look like a fucking Looney Tune, and you look like you something from the West type shit, which we good, babe. We good. We don't need you here. Keep smiling, though. You know, maybe it'll change the size of your nose, type. Maybe you'll finally taking off that nose. Okay, so the moon, I mean, you're gonna get, like, super down about some shit. That might be why you're here now. It's like, I need to laugh. That's what I keep saying. Some of y'all need to laugh. Like, you just need to sit down and like go to like maybe go to like a sitcom, or like go watch a movie, or I don't know, like just watch something that makes you laugh, because you need to smile and you need to laugh. Okay, like you need something in your life that really gets you up and moving again. Because I feel like if you're not smiling and laughing, though, who the fuck is, right? Who's doing that shit for you? Who's doing that shit against you? It's like, if y'all ain't on top, it's because y'all ain't smiling and laughing right now. Like you aren't able to enjoy what you do, right? And maybe that's the truth of it all, is you really just don't enjoy the relationship you're in. You don't enjoy the job that you're doing. You don't enjoy this shit. And I think that if that's something that you don't enjoy, then you need to instantly change it. Because instantly is how we work. We work like an instant cup of fucking noodles type shit. Okay? 90 seconds in the microwave with a little hot sauce. Okay? That's all we need to keep on working and keep on going. Yeah, I heard the trail keeps getting thinner and thinner. That to me means like, okay, so you keep losing momentum. I love to say don't give up, but this is one of those situations where I feel like you got to take another direction completely. In order to not give up, just on the basis that you may be doing something, like I said, that you're unhappy with, that everyone else is doing, or maybe you're stuck in a shitty relationship, it's like you need to take a whole entire different direction with it. You need to slow down too. Because slowing down will put things, like I said, put things in perspective, kind of make you realize how everything's been functioning lately around you, and who's been plotting, who's been twisted, who's been, like, I heard going around the merry-go-round type shit with you, on your back type shit, breathing down your neck. You'll realize that shit when you change your surroundings and when you change a couple of things with your timing and schedule. I did, because there was a couple of things going on around me I didn't understand, and now I understand. Okay, because God forbid, for some reason, the guides had to chatter through me and, put me in all these dreams and shit, these dreamy situations. I'm like, bitch, get me the fuck out. Like, get me away from these fucking people. Like, I asked you 10 different times to get me away from these people, and you still haven't got me away from these people. So clearly there's some cleaning up that I need to do. And whether it's within me or within wherever, I'm going to clean it up. That's just the way it is. If I need to sit back for a second, relax and think, I'm going to do it. All right? If that's what they're telling me to do, I'm going to do it. Right? I don't always, usually 99% of the time I ignore my intuition. So that's the way it is. Not for other people, but for me. Because I'm rebellious. I don't fuck with that shit sometimes. I'm just like, okay, bitch, so you want me to literally sit down? I can't do that. So I don't know why you asking that of me. Hopefully y'all liked it. Hopefully y'all liked it. I think you did. I think you did laugh. I think you laughed, right? You had a little chuckle. We had a little chuckle. Especially about the big nose and fucking looking like a clown. Like, bitch, please. Capricorn, you get me so sassy because your feminine energy is fucking insane. It's like, I'm talking my real cat fam, my sun caps. You gotta understand. I'm also a sun cap, right? So when you chatty ass females start getting up in here, being like, yeah, hallelujah, you're talking to the screen and shit. I feel that. You got me? I feel that. You're not a shy individual when you guys be up in here talking. You're not shy about your situation. Like, you're like, rip me apart, you're screaming for me to rip you apart. And you know exactly what I do every single time. I deliver on you. You understand me? That's what we do. You'll see my whole entire demeanor change in my other readings. So, just let you know. Y'all the only one who gets special treatment. Okay? Because you ask it of me. Jesus. I'm a character, right? Okay, so, on to the next. Whoever the fuck that is. Hopefully y'all like this. Make sure you like it. Link it on the fucking screen too. And you know, I see the little thumbs up, like that shit. Y'all ain't gonna like it. Rude.